In 2018, director David Gordon Green breathed new life into the Halloween franchise with a direct sequel to the original 1978 film that brought a stripped-down brutality back to the series while also justifying its existence with an intriguing take on the character of Laurie Strode that explored her reaction to the trauma of that original film. The same cannot be said, unfortunately, for Green's follow-up. Beginning mere moments after the end of 2018's Halloween, Halloween Kills finds Michael Myers escaping the fiery trap laid for him by Laurie Strode and her family in the last film, and continuing his rampage on the town of Haddonfield. As he does so, survivors of Myers' 1978 massacre, led by Anthony Michael Hall's Tommy, are fed up with Michael terrorizing their home and galvanize the townspeople into an angry mob hell-bent on taking down the boogeyman himself. The second in a planned trilogy, Halloween Kills suffers from complete aimlessness. It meanders from scene to repetitive scene of people discussing how evil Michael is, followed by mediocre scare scenes that seem to have no idea how to do anything interesting with the kills. You know how they will go. Michael shows up, someone tries to shoot him, that person has terrible aim, and Michael stabs them or bashes their head around like a ball. The plot about mob justice is an interesting idea, but the filmmakers don't really find any way to incorporate those ideas into anything meaningful. Instead, it becomes a way to simply kill running time before we get to the finale, which underwhelms in almost every possible way before petering out with a shrug at the end. Halloween 2018 largely worked because the main trio of the Strode women, their broken familial relationship acted as a strong through line to the film. Here, the three actresses are largely sidelined to make room for the ensemble of Haddonfield, which would be fine if the ensemble were more than cartoon cannon fodder for Michael Myers to tear through. The movie is so dominated by various supporting players and their comedic character development, one of the weaker elements of the 2018 film that rears its head again here, that it fails to build any sustained atmosphere or tension, constantly sacrificing any story momentum for a 5-minute scene of a couple scaring trick-or-treaters or a 10-minute extended flashback to Halloween 1978. The movie thinks we'll care about the grown-up survivors of the original attack that aren't Laurie, and it is sadly mistaken. There is some fun to be had here. Despite their superfluousness, the 1978 flashbacks are well done, recreating the atmosphere and harsh lighting techniques of the original film in a way that genuinely had me smirking. And the third act comes alive once our main characters are allowed to actually take center stage in the action. But those moments are too few and far between in a sequel that far too often feels like it's treading water until it can get to the contractually obligated third film. There's simply not enough here to justify Halloween Kills being its own film, and one has to hope that director David Gordon Green is simply saving his best ideas for last. Otherwise, Halloween Ends might be a more apt title than we even realized. I give Halloween Kills a 5 out of 10.